Speaker.
I understand the next call is a split call. I call Lewissa Wall.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker. Thank you very much for the opportunity to contribute to the discussion about the bill. And I just want to pick up on where my colleague Ian Lees-Galloway left off. I think the Select Committee would have provided a really good opportunity to discuss issues such as was highlighted by the Ministry in its own discussion document, where it said the Court's decision may have broader implications for other funded disability supports and for family caregivers of other people receiving government-funded support. I mean, we all know that this is a reaction to the Atkinson and others case. This case has been going for since 2000, so it was in its 12th year when, on the 14th of May last year, the Court of Appeal made its decision. Now, that judgment was very clear. It said that basically the government, the Ministry of Health, was unlawful to discriminate against someone because of their family status. And I think actually that is the critical question that the Select Committee process would have been able to go through. I reiterate what my colleague Ian Lees-Galloway has said. The Health Select Committee is an incredibly well-run Select Committee. I think that the way we engage with each other is very much evidence-based. It is very much about trying to work collaboratively, and I think this is an area and an issue that we could have worked collaboratively on. And the reality is, as John Foreman said, who is the chair of the Carers Alliance, he said that there is disappointment that spouses and partners of disabled people have been specifically excluded. And so that really is the criticism, I think, that I want to focus on. So we've been through a process, a legal process, that said the government was discriminating. It was taken by parents, and I want to acknowledge the parents. I want to acknowledge Peter Atkinson on behalf of the estate of Susan Atkinson. I want to acknowledge Gillian Brainsgrove, Jean Burnett, Lawrence Carter, Peter Humphreys, Clifford Robinson, Linda Stoneham, Stuart Burnett and Imogen Atkinson and their counsel who fought for their right to be supported in their support of their adult disabled children. Now, that was the context of the case, but the reality is the principle applies to other people and other situations, and that really is the issue. The government really are selling short family members in similar situations who are caring for adult members of their family who have a disability. So to limit it in the way that they've done really is a breach of how this House operates. If we had gone and been able to go through a Select Committee process, we would have been able to, I think, resolve and reconcile some of the other challenges that Court of Appeal decision has highlighted. And so for me, that is the fundamental flaw in the process that we are going through. And it's very sad, and I know that the chair of our Select Committee, Paul Hutchinson, is always very concerned about evidence, about principles, about why government makes the decisions that it does. And I'm sure he would have welcomed our Select Committee hearing submissions on this particular bill. So for me, that is the fundamental issue. That's what I want to highlight. And so, yes, we are going to resolve the issue for some families who have disabled adults, but this doesn't resolve the issues for all families who have members who have a disability. And I think we've lost that opportunity. And I think that to say that the fiscal implications should drive what we do is wrong. Kia ora.
I call Jan Logie.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.